Hey guys, it's Gina here again with YA Fiction Freaks, and I wanted to talk about a couple of different things today. First of all, I wanted to talk about every time we do a book review on this channel, we're going to give it up to 5 stars. So 1 to 5 stars, depending on how we felt about it. But for me, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what makes a book 1 star versus 5 star. 1 star right off the bat would be something like this. Podcast for dummies. Self-help books. I do not like self-help books. Some of you out there might like them. I cannot stand self-help books. This one is definitely a 1. If I didn't have to give it a number or a star at all, it would be a 0. It helped us none whatsoever in getting our podcast up for YA Fiction Freaks. We had to figure that out on our own, which, by the way, guess what? Our podcast is up. Our first episode is on iTunes, so go check it out. Just search YA space fiction space freaks, and you'll find us. But this book, no, 0. So, but never damage a book. That's one of the YA Fiction Freaks rule. Never damage a book. So, I will not damage it. I will send it back on its way to the library. So that would be a number 1. Self-help or biographies, actually, too. I'm not into biographies. Yucky. Number two would be like, didn't really want to keep going in the book, or there really wasn't anything to where I cared about the characters and really wanted to move forward with the book. I rarely just stop reading a book because I'm so OCD that once I start one, I can't really stop. Unless it's really bad, then I'd give it a 1. But if I'm not caring about the characters, if I'm not really into this story and it's just like, oh, I got to do this to get it done, it's a 2. What makes a story a 3 is if I like the story, but it's just a slow read. It's maybe, and that could be for various reasons. Maybe it's because it's just more of a drama. It's just, nothing's like really pulling it forward, but yet I am liking the story, so I read the book. It's just not that really like action-packed and where I can't put it down and I can't stop thinking about the characters. But it's a story that I do like reading and I want to read the book. So that would be a 3 for me. What makes a book a 4 is if I really am enjoying the story, but I could put the book down. And the characters, I do like them, but I may just, I'm really enjoying it. I'm really liking it. But I can put the book down if I need to. That would be a 4. Number 5 would be love the story. It's a fast read. I can't get the characters out of my mind. Can't get the story out of my mind. When I finally make myself put the book down, I'm still thinking about them, still caring about the characters, wondering what's going to happen in the book. That's what makes a 5 for me. And I'll give you an example of what would be a 5 for me. And that would be right off the bat, the Twilight Saga. Love it. That's what brought me back to YA fiction. That's why I read so much YA fiction, is Stephenie Meyer's Twilight Saga. I love it, love it, love it. It's a 5. Hunger Games, the trilogy, pretty sure it's going to be a trilogy. Love Hunger Games. You can't put it down. You want to read it, read it, read it. I think I read the first one in a couple of days. I read the second one in a day. You cannot put it down. The other one, Mortal Instruments series. There are a few spots in that series for me that's a little slow, but yet I want, most of them are, you just want to read and read and read and you want to keep going. You love living in that world. You love being in that world with Jace and Simon and Clary, and so that's a 5 for me too. So those are books that are 5s. A few books that would be considered like 3s for me. One would be a book called, I have it here somewhere. One would be a book called Wings. This would be a 3. I like the story, but it just, the characters, I mean, it just didn't really pull me on to like have to pick it up, so it took me a while to read it, but I did really like the story. It wasn't like a 2 where I just didn't care about the characters, didn't care about the story. It's a girl who finds out basically, and this is not a spoiler, that finds out she's a fairy. But it's a whole nother spin on the fairy world, and it's a pretty good book. Stephanie Meyer on the back of this says, April Lynn Pike, who's the author, April Lynn Pike's Wings is a remarkable debut. The ingenuity of the mythology is matched only by the startling loveliness with which the story unfolds. So it is really cute. I've heard that it's going to be a movie, but what spoiled that for me is that I've heard that they're thinking about Miley Cyrus being the main character, so that kind of killed it for me. But it's a cute story. I'm glad I read it, but it was a 3 for me. It wasn't where I just couldn't put it down, that kind of book. So but the other thing I kind of wanted to talk about with you guys, besides telling you how I'm giving my stars out, is I picked up, as we were talking about in our book challenge, we were talking about in our book challenge how that a couple of us on YA Fiction Freaks have long drives. We have an hour to work and an hour back home. So every day. So that's 2 hours, Monday through Friday, which is 10 hours. So we would like to be able to say that audios are the same as reading books. I would rather read, and I enjoy reading much better than audios. But when you're in the car that long, you can get a lot more stories in. So a couple of my per month on my book challenge are going to be audios. And so I picked some at the library, and what I usually tend to pick as audios is stuff that I think are going to be 3 to 4 stars, so that I can get through them because I can do it in the car. And one of those is, I'm actually listening to this right now, and it is Witch and Wizard by James Patterson. And you guys might have heard me say this before. I don't always, for some reason, me and male authors don't get along. I don't know why, but this one kind of pulled me in. I've heard that it's Harry Potter-ish, but I'm about halfway in, and I'm thinking it's going to be a 3 for me, and I'll do a review on that later. Another one I got was this here. I've been wanting to read this for a while just because I love the cover. I'd tell you I love you, but then I'd have to kill you. And it's by Allie Carter. It's a cute little series. Fun read. I'm going to do a review on that, but that's one that I just finished last week. There's 3 to this series. Don't judge a girl by her cover. Actually, that's number 3. And number 2, nothing like doing them out of order. Number 2, Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy. And there's the girl on there. So those are kind of what I do in the car. This one, I've read all 3 of the Traveling Pants series by Anne Brashears, and this is Forever in Blue, the 4th summer of the Traveling Pants. So I'm going to listen to that so I can knock that series out. So I will be doing all kinds of reviews on these. I just wanted to kind of let you know what I was going to be listening to. Actually, what I am reading right now is Fallen. And I don't know where it's at. I took it to work today. So I try to sneak and read it when I can at work. So that's what I'm reading right now. Can't wait to get a review of it. I'm only about 3 or 4 chapters in, but I'm loving it. I think it's going to be a number 5. Yay! Okay, so I'll see you at my next review. Bye, guys. Happy